Scapegoat. Hey, Killface. Hey, Comic Brook. Hey, Kelly. Urban. Feeling like shit, frankly. I haven't felt very. Hey, Fernanda. I haven't felt particularly good this whole week. I don't know. Exhaustion, I think. Hey, Joel. Hey, Jordan. Just been exhausted. Hey, Gigi. See, I've had just like no energy and just bleh. Hey, Tana. Exhausted since birth, I swear. Pretty much, yeah. But January sad. I don't think it's sad. Hey, Abby. I think part of it, I do have this. I do now have a week off, so I think part of it might have just been like just so fucking ready for vacation. And it's just like, ugh. I need to get through. Still need to get through the rest of this week for vacation before I can get vacation. Blah, blah. Give me so hard. Yeah, it's whatever. Yes, yes. I booked. I booked off a week vacation. The boy in there. Wish I fucking could. Sure as fuck wish I could. But can't see it locally. And it's not like I have a. It's not like I have a way of getting to another city. Hey, Beans. Can't in the private jet. Frozen dinner. Yeah, and I didn't eat any of them this entire week. Um, Canadian train. Nah. I have not started transitioning yet. Uber. Uber doesn't exist in Cornwall. The bus. I mean, like the only like I don't have a way. Like there's literally no way to get from Cornwall to Ottawa. I haven't eaten any food. I mean, I've eaten food. I just haven't had lunches. Like for the past week, I've just laid down for during my lunch. Just like tried to take a nap during my lunch. Yeah, like Cornwall, like from Cornwall to Ottawa. Hey, Anunnaki. Hey, Dalmatians. Hey, Peps. Actually, Anunnaki, this is me Today is the first day of my vacation. Hey, Jill. Mad at the internet. Somebody talked about me for 10 minutes. Jeez. How the hell does somebody talk about me for 10 minutes? I don't like talking about me for 10 minutes. Streaming earlier? Yeah, this week I'll probably stream at more reasonable times. Skip the Dishes is in Cornwall. We do have Skip the Dishes in Cornwall. I don't. Hey, solo trip. I don't actually have a passport. I really need to get one. Hey, Jenna. And yeah, I'll try to do streams every night. Hey, Southern Belle. Japan. Man, I wish. Japan would be fun. Yes, Jenna. Today is the first day of a week vacation. So I have the next 9 days off, basically. At least I should. I should have the next like 9 days off. Basically until like next Friday. Had a bunch of days off. I just ate and slept a lot of TV. Yeah, and that's basically what I'll do, probably. Action game? Probably not. Staycation? Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going out, so yeah. Yep. January 12th to January 16th was approved, so yes. I am off until next Friday. Had my first filling, first cavity. Yeah, I should get it. I should probably get to the dentist one of these days. Japan, Singapore, and Germany and London. Honestly, like the main reasons I want to visit Japan are like the Ghibli theme park and the Nintendo theme park. Those are the main things I want to go to Japan for. Hold hands and skip through a farmer's market? No. Least favorite place at the dentist or other stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, my teeth feel fine. Like, it's realistically, I probably do have a couple cavities, but my teeth never hurt. Cat Island or Rabbit Island? Yeah, maybe. But, like, I don't have like my teeth and gums. I don't get any soreness, any pain or anything like that in my mouth. Watching the kids baking championship stuff. Nice. So I don't really. I'm not worried. Like I'm not particularly worried about my teeth right now. They don't look bad or anything. Haven't noticed anything. Any breath problems or you have two fake teeth. Go by looks for my wellness checks too. Well, I mean, it's looks and like, do you feel pain? Yes. Then you should probably get that checked out. No? Eh, you can keep putting it up. I like for my teeth, no. For burgers, if I could. So yeah, it's just yeah, I'm fine. He was in intense pain and finally was going to go see a doctor and it went away, so he didn't go. Yeah, that's yeah. What makes it worse in my case though, Jenna, like for people in the US, that is like almost a necessity. you know, even just a basic checkup is probably going to cost money and everything. So for you, and yeah, if there is anything wrong, then holy shit, you're gonna pay for it. So in the U.S., it makes sense to do that. Here in Canada, if, go to the doctor, it's free. There's no reason not to go to the doctor. I am not getting a gold tooth, tendies now. So yeah. Don't I have dental insurance? I don't actually know if I have dental insurance through my through the place I work at right now. Yeah, baby. Of course, I only sent 30 cucumbers. Sounds like a good time. Hey, misunderstood. Hey, Sadie. So yeah, I really should go to a doctor one of these days, but hey, two diamonds, gold tooth crown. Oh, that's rough, Dalmatians. Yeah, it's like two shirts from Maurice's that Chantel wears. Cool, cool. Yeah, if nothing else, I've got this, cough that I've had for a good couple, 2 or 3 years now that I probably should get checked out at some point. Oh yeah, I've had a cough for a while now. I suspect. Well, I don't. I've never smoked, but I've grown up or I've lived around smokers pretty much all my life, so entirely possible. Uh, my suspicion is I did have COVID, like mild COVID. I did have a mild case of COVID. Hey, Michelle, back in 2020 or 2021, probably 2020. I don't remember if it was 2020 or 2021, but in the villa days, did have a little bit of, did have a mild case of COVID. I suspect that the cough I have is probably just a result of that. That basically I just got a permanent cough because of that COVID, that mild case of COVID I had. Mild case of chlamydia. Meth is raw from eating strawberry milkshake frosted flakes. So yeah, that's my suspicion, but it is probably worth getting checked out, you know? Because there actually is. You mentioned a smoker. I mean, there is actually a possibility of it being. There is actually also a possibility of it being lung cancer or throat cancer or something like that. Yeah, that is a possibility. Allergies. I mean, it's been years now, so I don't think it's allergies, Jordan. Now, in case I don't want to work out. Oh yeah, yeah, I don't want to work out. Diabetes. I mean, I don't think I have diabetes, though. That is something I'd have to get tested for. Asthma. Again, possible, but it's my blood sugar. I don't know. How the hell should I know? If I had diabetes, would I ever care? Hard to say. Silly Kit Kat. I haven't had Kit Kats in like 3 years. Blow my nose more than Dumbo on Coke. That's true. I do have to blow my nose a lot these days. No, again, haven't had M&Ms in forever either. Nothing from Nestle, nothing from Mars. Reese's. Well, I never had Reese's Pieces. They were never something that I liked eating. I don't remember that, Habibi. Which M&M do you think is sexiest besides the green one? Who's the one who wears high heels? Who wears heels? I don't remember. Um, that's the green one. Okay, she don't know more. I thought they brought back the heels. I thought they gave her back her heels. Is it dad bod? Andy's voiced by J.K. Simmons. I've heard of her produce. That's about all I have to say for that. Would I ever take my stream off on stream? No. I would prefer not to. He looks permanently stoned too. He does. I suspect I probably would not enjoy being 500 pounds, but it's my favorite band. Heartless Bastards. I love the Heartless Bastards. Do I enjoy being 200 pounds? It's whatever. Yeah, I'd prefer my gut being a little bit smaller, but I don't really care that much. Person that ordered a pizza at the hospital. That's funny. That's pretty funny. More cushion for the pushing. I suppose. Hey, Alex. Do I have chest hair? Very little. No, I did not go to Outdoors Day. Hey, Lisa Lilly. Thoughts on Taylor Swift being person of the year and a self-made billionaire? Good for her. I don't particularly care. Like, it is completely irrelevant to me. Thoughts on Steve Harvey in general? Uh, I don't enjoy um his style. Cat Williams viral clip. I haven't watched it. Like, anytime I've seen clips of like him on Price is Right or not Price is Right, but Family Feud, for example, it's just like he just seemed annoying to me. I don't know. It's just like not happening, Jordan. So yeah, I'm just not a fan of Steve Harvey. 42 million views. Good for him, I guess. Ass hair in particular. Oh, the Gypsy Road. Oh yeah, yeah. People ask me about it like multiple times last week. Yeah, my opinion on the Gypsy Rose situation is I'm glad she's out of prison, and I hope she lives a nice, peaceful life going forward. Her husband looks like his mother. Okay. Should the boyfriend be in prison? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. He was manipulated also. Yeah. Honey Boo Boo? Meh. That was a fucked up situation. I don't know. That was. I feel like all that stuff with Honey Boo Boo back in the day. I don't know. It was just fucked up. Her sister Anna just died. Whose sister? Honey Boo Boo's sister? Ordering excess vegetables for clout. Would I Benoit some? Like Chris Benoit? Or like would I right rage and do a murder and commit murder suicide? I'd like to think that no, I would not right rage out and commit a murder suicide. Hey, Elena. I just want to eat 72 cukes in time. I mean, who said anything about eating them, Jordan? Can I say, hey, Red Room, can I sing I'm a Genie in a Bottle? No, I can't. I can't sing that song at all. Are peppers fruit or vegetable? I think they're vegetables, aren't they? Montreal's Canadian one city. I don't know. Hey, Rochelle. Actually, Elena, my name is actually James. Some rich people asking for bailouts. Fuck them, frankly. Fucking assholes. They want to they want to socialize risk while privatizing profit. Hey, Sadie. Uh, my friend nicknamed me that. Uh, Originally came from like pizza. Just because she likes pizza. So she gave me a nickname related to it. And then that got shortened. And that's basically it. That's pretty much where it comes from. Is she's just weird. I would rather not, Habibi. That sounds tacky. Stuff your crust. Bedazzle my beard. Freestyle a drill beat on SoundCloud. I don't even know what that means. Get a nice body pillow. I want a body pillow, honestly. I do want to get a nice body pillow. Sid worse. Rude. It seems so sweet and genuine. All an act, I assure you. I learned how to fake sincerity. Yes, for hug. Exactly. You shaped hole in your life. Is that hole your cooch? What percent of the time do you think it's okay to say things just to make yourself laugh? I mean, pretty much any time. I'd say it's always acceptable. I was joking. I actually saw a joke just earlier today. I saw a joke earlier today. Um, can we do super chats? Good question. I don't know, Rochelle. I Hey, PK. I keep trying to forget about 80s music, but there's always something there to remind me. However, that song, I forgot. I kind of forgot the tune. Saw that one on Twitter. It's like, fuck, that's actually pretty good. I don't actually use Spotify, Habibi. So, can I do the Vanilla Ice one? What, Ice Ice Baby? I would rather not. Why are there no pregnant Barbie dolls? Isn't there one? Isn't there actually? Wasn't there actually a pregnant Barbie? And like you open up her belly, and the baby comes out for the weirdest possible C-section ever. Because Ken came in another box. All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. My Reddit rat. Don't use Reddit either. Her belly was magnetic and horrifying. Two chickpeas having a chat until one starts to be violently sick. His friend asks, "Are you okay?" And the other replies, "No, I fell awful." I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second here. All right, that feels a bit better. I'm broke. Hi, broke. I'm dad. Hi, Troll Police. Hey, Jerry. Body positive, Barbie. Cool, cool. Can I breathe now? I still feel like I've got a little bit up there. It sucks. Just always feel like I've got probably be like another 2 hours before it feels like my nose is clear. Yes, Jerry, I am now just today starting a vacation. Which means I'm actually going to try to watch the Barbie movie. I will try to watch the Barbie movie sometime this in the next few days. Lisa on Barbie. What did I stream? Because I did not feel particularly great. Go to Niagara Falls. Hey, Joanna, you enjoyed it? A lot of people did. Sling Blade. That's a good one. Golden Globe. I have never watched the Golden Globes. Never in my life have I watched the Golden Globes. Yes, it still fits, Habibi. I'm confident that my leather jacket still fits. Everyone keeps stopping me to ask if I starred in the Barbie movie. I have 2 Golden Globes for you right here. But they're not particularly golden. That's on Ricky Gervais' new special. Fuck Ricky Gervais. He's always... Excuse me. Never watched the Eurovision Song Contest. Ricky Gervais has been an asshole for a long time. So I would not watch a Ricky Gervais special. Like, why? So I can watch him be a... Dave Chappelle? No. I have not watched Dave Chappelle's new special either. That said, hey, Alien Tourist. What games am I playing right now? Final Fantasy. I do not use TikTok. I did hear one joke that he did from Chappelle's new special. He does seem like a smug prick. Chappelle? Oh yeah, I used to really... I liked Chappelle back in the day. I never watched his show, but I watched one of his comedy specials back in the day, and I enjoyed it. But Chappelle's new special, I did hear one of the jokes. He was talking about telling a story about how he met Jim Carrey. Yeah, he was a huge fan of Jim Carrey, and he got invited out to meet Jim while Carrey was filming Man on the Moon. And Carrey was doing like some method acting shit for that one. Yeah, he'd wake up in the morning and he'd switch into the Andy. Oh, what was it? Oh, what's that actor? What's that comedian's name? Who was he playing in that one? Andy. Hey, Rebecca. Kaufman. Thank you, Craig. So yeah, Jim Carrey was doing method acting. He was Andy Kaufman while he was on, from the time he woke up until the time he went to bed, he was Andy Kaufman. What I got for Christmas? Money, Rebecca. I got money for Christmas. And so Chappelle was talking about meeting Jim Carrey while Jim Carrey was portraying Andy Kaufman, and finding it weird and a little bit disappointing that this is Jim Carrey, but he has to pretend that he's somebody else. I was like, and that's how I feel when I meet trans people. And it's a shitty joke. But here's the thing. He gets the analogy completely ass backwards. Because to him, a trans person, as far as he's concerned, a trans person is, a trans woman is a man pretending to be a woman. And, that's a man, but I have to pretend it's a woman? No. That's weird. I have to pretend he's a woman? But no, that's how he views it. That's how Chappelle views it. Which is fucking awful and transphobic and bullshit and just fuck you, Dave Chappelle. But here's the thing. If we're going to use that analogy of Jim Carrey as Andy Kaufman, trans people spend years pretending they're Andy Kaufman. They keep pretending, oh yeah, I'm totally Andy Kaufman. Yeah, I'm absolutely Andy Kaufman. Of course I'm Andy Kaufman. Look at me up. What, you think I'm not Andy? Of course I'm Andy Kaufman. And then they transition, they come out and say, okay, yeah, that was me just bullshitting for years. I'm Jim Carrey. Do you think comedy should be a little offensive? I mean, it can be offensive. It can be completely and totally inoffensive. I have laughed my ass off at jokes that were completely innocent. Offensive disguised as comedy. That's where you get into problems. Like, that's where I have an issue, is people pretending, like, people using comedy as an excuse to be assholes. Anyway, give me a second. I gotta blow my nose again. One more moment. Like, for so many, like, there's way too many comedians out there. And not just necessarily comedians, but there's too many people out there who think that comedy means being an asshole. Comedy has always been offensive? Not always. Offensive comedy has always been a thing. I would disagree with the assertion that comedy has always been offensive. Leslie Nielsen? Yeah, I mean, Leslie Nielsen, plenty of Leslie Nielsen's comedy was, yeah, there'd be a few, there'd be offensive jokes here and there, but there'd also be silly shit that was just, that nobody could take offense to. Someone has to be the butt of the joke. But, there's nothing wrong with the comedian being the butt of the joke. Matt Rife? I have no idea who Matt Rife is. Bob Saget made my liver quiver. What Stephen Hawking likes to do on Epstein Island. Hannah Gatsby. I don't think I've ever watched Hannah Gatsby's comedy. Hi, Nishat. Dana Robbins beat the Epstein. I don't know. I haven't looked up anything on the Epstein list, honestly. Is to get little people to solve heart problems on a board that's too high up for them. Okay. O.J. Simpson, a very underrated comedic actor. Why is he no longer in films? Yeah. I remember the reason. I remember the moment that his film career went belly up. Ottawa has gender affirming care. That's great. I'm not in Ottawa. I'm not in Ottawa, and I don't have an easy way of getting to Ottawa. The juice is loose. He certainly was. OJ was found not guilty. There's a difference between not guilty and innocent. And Uber does not exist in Cornwall. Hey, Barbara. Because, like, in a civil trial, he was found liable, where the where the burden of proof is lower. In a civil trial, he was found liable. As just in the criminal trial, reasonable doubt was given to the jury. How many dresses do I own? 2, I believe. As well. We have gotten some snow, PK. We have gotten some snow. If the glove doesn't fit, he still did it. I have reasonable doubt over a courthouse document. What shall I do? Burn it. Burn the courthouse to the ground. If the hoodie don't fit, you must pee in it. Don't think that one's true. Another Caitlyn Jenner joke. Was it a joke about Caitlyn Jenner not being old? Caitlyn Jenner's an asshole. Like, I will say, Caitlyn Jenner is an asshole. Still a woman and still shouldn't be misgendered because, womanhood is not dependent on being a good person. I did order out tonight. I ordered St. Hubert's. St. Hubert's. Taco Bell today. Cool. Where am I living? Hey, Shavita. Just renting a bedroom from somebody. The favorite guitar player? Probably not. Not really. Like I grew up on Slash. Guns N' Roses / am I attracted to all races? Sure. I mean, yeah. Someone gift you a membership. I got just chicken fillets. Is it okay to not be attracted to all races? I would say that if you're not attracted to a specific race, then yeah, I would say that there is an element of racism in that. Is it okay to not be attracted to trans people? Again, I would say that there is going to be a certain level of transphobia to that. You know, if you're attracted to men, but you're not attracted to, but like if you're attracted to men, but you say, I'm not going to date trans men, then the implication there is that to some extent, you don't see trans men as actually being men. It's a minor thing. Trans people genuinely don't actually care. Like, they're not going to be upset about it. They're not going to be any more disappointed than anyone else being told, sorry, not interested. So it's absolutely not a huge deal. That said, if you express pride in not being attracted to trans people, if your attitude is like, oh, I would never date a trans person, no, you're just transphobic. That, like, at that point, yeah, you are actively transphobic. Like, there's a difference between, yeah, I don't think I. There's a difference between, yeah, I don't think I could date a trans person, and oh, I would never date a trans person. What makes that racist? So yeah, what makes a racist not to date someone of a specific race? Well, because you're like, because if you're ruling out an entire race of people as romantic prospects, I'm sure you can have preferences. Is it acceptable to say I've never dated a person from any race ever? I mean, that's basically it. Yeah, Sadie. There's a spectrum. You don't find attraction, you can't help it? Sure. But okay, let's do a hypothetical. Let's say that I declare, you know what? I don't want to date black women. Well, why don't I want to date black women? What would be the reason for that? Is it like, is there actually a valid reason for not being attracted to black women? Hey, Troll Hunter. We're talking about whether it's racist to refuse to date people of a specific race? And the answer is yes, of course it is. Depending on your reasons determines how racist you are. But like, again, there's a world of difference between I'm not attracted to this woman who happens to be black, and I'm not attracted to this woman because she is black. Preferences are, this woman. This woman has a facial structure that I do not personally find attractive. This woman's got a huge schnoz and it distracts me every goddamn time I look at it. There's preferences. This woman's eyes are weirdly far apart and it creeped me the fuck out. Preference. This person is the wrong race. Is that a preference at that point? Why is your preference, and like you have to analyze, why is my preference excluding an entire group of people? What if the woman's schlong is too small for your taste? Right. So like you have to, like, if you're excluding an entire group of people as being I am not interested in this entire group of people, realistically you should probably analyze why. I have never said that, Produce. I am absolutely open to dating trans women. Including trans women who don't have bottom surgery, who don't have surgery. Not interested in people who are interested in me because I have bad taste, right? I have no recollection of that, Produce. I would absolutely be open to it. Saying I wouldn't date in circle society singles that part of them out as more important than all the other factors of what makes them them. Exactly. You are saying that this one specific thing that they have no say in. I don't like women with surgery on their face at all. I mean, depending on the surgery, but yeah. Well, as I said, Produce, I have absolutely no memory of saying that, and my attitude now is I would be open to dating trans women, whether they have surgery or not. Set my school's record for flexibility in the fitness test. Changed my mind. I mean, entirely possible I changed my mind. If I did, it was several years ago. If I did change my mind, it was several years ago that I changed it. Like, would have been before I even moved to Ottawa that I started feeling that way. Yeah, it's been like 6 years that I've had the attitude of I would be open to dating a trans woman. So stinky armpits? Depends how stinky. Hey, Milkadokis. Or Mikadokis. Hi, Mikadokis. Uh, yeah, Bruce, I'm going to go ahead and guess that you may have misunderstood something that I said in the past then. Like, I am not bi. I am not attracted to men. Like, I'm just, at this point, I'm pretty sure you may have misunderstood something I said previously. Scatfishers okay? I mean, they gross me the hell out. Scat grosses the hell out of me. Just, ew, disgusting. Knife play? Again, uh, to me, it's fucked up. I have no interest in it. I want that shit kept away from me. This is a safe space. It is, but again, my guess, produce, is that it was probably a discussion about, hey, is it transphobic to not date a trans person? And I was probably, and I'm pretty sure that I was like, again, I have no recollection of this, but the only explanation that makes sense is that I was pointing out, I don't know, that I was just sort of like trying to make arguments of what would not be considered, of what basically what I was just doing earlier is the difference between I don't know that if I could date it, I don't think I could date a trans woman, and I would never date a trans woman. That I was making the argument of what the difference is between not a big deal and openly transphobic. What is and is not okay. I mean, you can have preferences. everyone has preferences and hangups and shit. Like, I'm not going to. It's it's whatever. Nobody gives it. Nobody gives a shit. Like if you're gonna say I don't date people from this race, nobody actually gives a shit. It's like, well, hey, guess what? People from that race aren't interested, don't want to date you anymore either. So, congratulations. Get the fuck over yourself. It's. I won't date Australians. A preference. That is self defense. That is self preservation, Rebecca. Not dating Australians, that's just common sense. I'm joking. I'm joking. But it's New Zealanders you gotta watch out for. But yeah, it's like it's. To me, where those preferences, all the Australians I dated refuse to go down under. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, there's a difference between having a preference and being proud of that preference. And when your preference is exclusionary of an entire group of people, to be proud of that exclusion is bullshit. Have I only dated white women? Yes. The 3 girlfriends I've had were all white. Hey, color purple. My dad said he never minded as long as I didn't bring home a policeman. Good man, good man. What's the difference between racial preference and fetish? It's a very thin line, Whoopi. And hello, Whoopi. So, like, you know, if a white woman says she only dates black men, odds are she's fetishizing black men, which is not great. It's really not cool. Would I prefer to date an overweight person? I mean, all 3 of the girlfriends I've had have been overweight, and it's not a preference. It's just the way it's worked out. Height preferences. What about fetishizing Arabic men? Again, not great. Is it acceptable to not want to date your own race? Again, at that point, I'd say that it's, to a certain extent, it becomes fetishizing other races. Ideally, race shouldn't really be all that big a factor in who you date. Ideally, like you shouldn't really be paying that much attention, especially among white people. White people in particular should not be paying that much attention to race. Among other races, it becomes a little bit, well, no, even among them. Yeah, yeah, never mind. Even among other races, it shouldn't be a factor. Ideally, you shouldn't really give that much of a shit about race. No matter who you are, no matter what race the other person is, it shouldn't be a fact. It shouldn't really be something that you're thinking that much about. Did a guy once who wanted to be with a woman from every nationality dumped? What if you're attracted to everyone? It's becoming a problem with HR. It's when you get into porn. to help my roommate shovel the snow. Haven't needed to. What if you're only attracted to smart people, like the ones who use acronyms? Do I like Mr. Hinky the Christmas Boo? Yeah, I mean, I thought that bit was funny back when I was young. Yeah, where they go? Sapiosexuals, I think they call themselves a baby. Sapiosexuals. They're attract people who, oh, I'm attracted to intelligence. Do I believe in the Christian god of farts? I am not demisexual, Rebecca. Because I am specifically attracted to women. No, I don't think I've ever said I was demisexual. No, I'm attracted to women. Demisexual. Yeah, demisexual is somebody who is attracted um, to people that they already have like they only develop a sexual relationship with or a sexual attraction to people that they already have a personal relationship with, basically. So, like, called me you're sexually attracted to snack food. I don't care about intelligence, and all my friends are proof of that. Demisexuals do tend, like, demisexual does carry a certain element of regardless of gender. PK, thank you for 3 months, PK. I do not believe in God. It's a pluviophile. Sounds like a Roman plumbing system. Hey, feeder. Doesn't sapiosexual just mean you don't date dumb people? What's fun in that? You're not wrong. Is it ever okay to fetish shame someone? In general, only if that fetish does cause harm to other people. Hot tub update? Yes, the hot tub still exists and is still not being used. Nope, I don't believe in God. Only dates women who don't know the opposite of shrimp. Or the plural of, or don't know the plural of shrimp. I do not believe in any gods. Why don't I believe in God? I do not believe in the spaghetti flying monster. No one believes in the flying spaghetti monster. The flying spaghetti monster is a fucking joke. Literally, it's a joke. God was real. Why wouldn't he have a reaction channel? Do I believe in the devil? No. What God do I believe? You want to know what I believe? You want to know what I believe in? You want to know what I believe in, Troll Hunter? I believe in a thing called love. I believe in a thing called love. It is a good song. It is a genuine banger. Hey, Josie. No, Produce. Of course I don't think it's okay. The fuck are you talking about, Produce? Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck have I ever said that to indicate that I thought that was okay? Growing my beard? I mean, I'm not shaving it. Would I let someone fart on my face? I would not. No, it's still not okay, Produce. I mean, I wouldn't say we should feel sorry for them. What I will say is that it is worthwhile to ensure that they have support structures in place to prevent them, to make it easy for them to prevent not actually act on those desires. And their victims. Well, that's my point. Like, have support systems in place so that there are no victims. Like ideally, that would ideally having a place where they can talk to someone. For the most part, they're going to. For the most part, yeah. Anywhere they go, they're going to face judgment. Uh, Having one place where they won't face judgment, but also ensure that they're being watched. Make sure. Just keep an eye on them. Have someone there to keep an eye on them to make sure that they don't actually act on those desires. Australia did a mass test of this theory, and it was an epic lock them up forever type situation. I mean, I'm not particularly a fan of prisons, so fuck rapists. Yes, indeed. No, thank you. One of my thoughts on pimps. Pimps tend to be exploitative and shitty. Therapists need a therapist. Yeah, I can believe that actually. If my farts ever smelled like ham, I don't remember. Prisoners probably eat better than you do. I mean, entirely possible, Rebecca. Do Lay's chips smell like farts? Kinda. Anyway, Rebecca, the thing that keeps this from being permanent is that I do have internet. I do have pretty much constant internet access. I'm on the internet as much as as much as I want. Also, my bathroom isn't 5 feet from my bed. If I got some pregnant, will I step up as a parent? I don't know. I've been reading anything I haven't yet. Well, they have internet, but it's monitored. It's monitored, and I'm pretty sure they get a certain amount a day. I spend my entire day on the internet. I don't think internet. I don't think prison inmates get to spend their entire day on the internet. Would I ever poop on stream? I mean, not so you'd see it. Yep. I have run to the shitter on stream, but I've left the room. What do I do on the internet? Nothing in particular. I have been watching a Let's Play of Tears of the Kingdom. Do I grunt? Sometimes. What bands do I like? Heartless Bastards, Priscilla on, Sleigh, Sleigh Bells, Ting Tings. I like the Carol and Tuesday soundtrack. Why not be Amish? Because again, Amish don't have internet. Saltburn, nah. Tears of the Kingdom, Alex. Zelda. But man, speaking of shitting on stream, I might have to take a shit soon. I've got a poop brewing. Tool. I've listened to a few Tool songs. I've listened to 3 Tool songs, and every one of them sounded exactly the same. Does Tool just have one song? Do they have other songs, or is it all the same song? Because the 3 Tool songs that I heard, it was the same song. Spend most of my time in the weather app. Fair enough. Everyone who doesn't listen to Tool says that. Hey, weirdo. Maybe just heard the same song 3 times. That's honestly how it sounded. What was that song? Schism? And couple, and I've seen 3 Tool music videos. And it was the same music video. Thong Song won a Grammy. Cool, I guess. Because like the first Tool song I ever heard was Schism. Like that was the first Tool song I ever heard was Schism. You know, good song, cool music video. And then I checked out a couple of the Tool songs. And I was like, these sound exactly like Schism. And I've seen a couple other Tool music videos. And it's like, these music videos are just the music video for Schism. Macklemore fan? I am not a Macklemore fan. Anyway, I do have to shit. I have to poop, so I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll be back as quick as I can. Please excuse me for a few minutes. There we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm back. What do I like? I mean, I tend to like indie shit, so I do tend to prefer newer. I feel 5 pounds lighter. Just about. I probably do lean more towards newer than older. Though, how's my poop? It was fine. It's something about an underground niche artist known as Madonna. My poo smelled it. I didn't really notice anything about the smell. Shut up, Mona. Yes, I wash my hands. This guy is weirdos. Indeed. How's the stool? I mean, it seemed fine to me. I didn't really look too closely at it. Wasn't something that I was like, oh, I should analyze this. It looked like poop. My wash hands are only going to poop again at some point. True, but in the meantime, I'd rather my hands not be covered in poop. Just want to be closer to me. Specifically to my butt. Some countries' toilet has no water but a flat slab so they can analyze the poop. Well, we have water. What's on using the hot tub as a bidet? No. I haven't actually tried a bidet. Never used a bidet. I have not used the hot tub. Squat toilet? I don't think I've ever used a squat toilet. Hold hands? Well, I just pooped some now. They're terrifying. Better for you, though. Yes, I washed my hands. Technically, like the way like sitting on a toilet is actually like a really bad way to poop. Our bodies aren't actually designed, or like our bowels aren't actually designed for sitting. We are supposed to like squat. Squatting is better for your bowel movements. Excuse me. Once found a spider drowned in the crotch of my underwear. That sounds horrible. Squid Game, have I seen it? No. Never watched Squid Game. Play any mobile games? I don't. I did in the past, but I got fed up with them. I started to hit a point where it's like, why the fuck am I even playing this? So yeah, there were a few that I played in the past. I played that Marvel Future Fight. What was that other one? Marvel. Oh, what's that one where it's like teams of 5 taking on each other? Totally blanking on the name. Never played Among Us. Never played Nintendogs. Something upbeat that validates that highlights my goals, or something that's a little angry to validate my emotions. What are we talking about here? Hey, Sure Bear. Was Nintendogs the game that you could make absolute abominations? No idea. I never played it, so I have no idea. So just a humidifier? Might not be a bad idea. I do remember that, Mona. I was very upset with her. Spilling my Sprite like that. Kawaii. To read? Yeah, nothing. Clicking through Steam's discovery queue thing. Am I left-handed? I am right-handed. Fuck Amazon. Steam history? Hell no. Yeah. My attitude on Amazon remains fuck Amazon. Music from video games. Final Fantasy games have pretty good soundtracks. That Nobuo Uematsu is pretty damn good. I'm looking forward to hearing more of the Final Fantasy music as I do my Let's Plays. Ever get constipated? No, I don't think I've ever had constipation, come to think of it. It gives me diarrhea. There's a few things. Sea shanty. Go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Greasy food tends to give me the shits. And milkshakes. Milkshakes give me pretty bad shits. Sea shanty. We're sailors on the moon. We carry a harpoon. We're whalers on the moon. We carry a harpoon. Was considered greasy food? Like fast food. Greasy burgers, greasy pizza. Lactose not. I likely am weirdo. I suspect I am lactose intolerant. Given milkshakes pretty consistently give me the runs. Give me the poops. Do I avoid those foods? Yeah, I do tend to avoid them most of the time now. Cheese graveyard mukbang. Sure. What cult do you want? What cult do you want me to talk about while I do it? All human beings are lactose intolerant. Since we're in cows, it's not meant for humans. I was unaware, produce. I am not Italian. As far as I am aware, I have no Italian. To the best of my knowledge. Scientology. No, no, it has to be one of those. It has to be like, if I'm going to do a cheese graveyard, it has to be one of those ones. It has to be, I have to talk about one of those cults, like mass suicide things. I have to talk about like a mass suicide thing. Jonestown? Yeah, Jonestown is what I probably need to talk about. Heaven's Gate. Well, Heaven's Gate was what Chantel talked about, as I recall. Um, Heaven's Gate was the one that she did, right? Keep Sweet guy. Pink wig. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. As funny as it would be, it's not that she made me apologize. It's that I was able to phrase the apology better than she could. That's what it was. I just like I was able to like I knew how to phrase everything. Hey, Lady Sunflower. What's that mean? Apology has to come from the perpetrator. I mean, ideally, but one of those things where, like, I don't know. If I can talk about it better than she can, then Bailey Sarian. I have not. Any famous Canadian cults? Probably. I've never paid that much attention to cults. It's just it's not one of those things that interests me. So like there's a handful that I've heard of just because of how big they were. But I've never really paid any attention to cults. So famous Canadian cults, I'm sure there are some big ones. Including some that I probably have heard of and just forgot. Weirdest rabbit hole I've gone down? I don't know. I mean, that's hard to say. There's some YouTube rabbit holes I've fallen down, like when I discovered. Oh, I'm blanking on the name. I am totally blanking on the name. They do like. Oh, they do like these sort of old style covers of popular songs. So they'll do like a 1920s style cover of Bad Guy or something like that. Damn, I cannot remember their name. Postmodern Jukebox. Thank you, Mona. So yeah, like there's time I've like when I've discovered them, I just watched a whole bunch of their videos, and there's been like things like that where I'll like something will come across my feed and I'll watch and I'll just like watch like hours upon hours of them. Slow mo guys. Um, there's some dude from like Kentucky or something like that who's got a channel where he just fires guns, like where he just like tests out various guns to see what sort of damage they can do to things, to random objects. One time he got a bunch of Stretch Armstrong dolls and tested to see how tough they were by shooting various rounds into them. So my guys, yeah, they've got some fun ones. Larry the Cable Guy, not my brand of humor. Shitty flute covers. As it turns out, by the way, Stretch Armstrong's pretty damn tough. Oh, good night, Sadie Beans. Hydraulic press videos. A couple. I've seen a couple of hydraulic press videos. Mythbusters. Yeah, I watched a few Mythbusters once back in the day. Not a lot. I didn't catch them very often, but I did catch a few Mythbusters, either episodes or segments, or just segments now and then. believe I caught their bit on quicksand. I think I once caught them doing like quicksand, and basically just finding that you can just swim through that shit. Like you won't sink in quicksand. That you would actually have to like work in order to sink, to drown in quicksand. Do you think quicksand was a huge issue when I was little? I mean, I wasn't planning on going anywhere where quicksand was a thing. But finding out that like falling in quicksand is more like more annoying than dangerous was kind of cool. Bermuda Triangle? Yeah, that's another thing. Have I ever fallen down a well trying to reach for change? I have not. It's been a tough year. I think, I believe I also caught them trying to see if you could split an arrow with another arrow. Like if you could fire an arrow so that it would just right down the center of another arrow. And that is basically impossible for a couple of reasons. Because they don't fly straight. Arrows don't fly straight. They bend like wild. Like arrows just kind of flop through the air. And then by the time they get to the other arrow, you know, it's wood. So it just like so like if you wanted to split one arrow with another arrow, it's one of those things where I think you have to like it has to be done like in a you have to basically design the arrows to have it happen. Yeah, with just regular arrows, it's not going to work because the one arrow is just going to sort of slice down the grain and just like sort of like or like Robin Hood Men in Tights. Yep, I liked that movie. Send hair. Didn't MythBusters also prove that like shooting a car and light the gas tank doesn't work? That you can't ignite a car's gas tank with a bullet? A chapter of the Philosopher's Stone to help you sleep. I mean, if we're talking about like some sort of 12th century document, then maybe. If you're talking Harry Potter, then fuck you. 48 Laws of Power? I have no idea what the hell that is. What am I addicted to? Your mom. Yeah, fuck Harry Potter. Will I be celebrating Valentine's? No. The iconic fuck you. Maybe another time. Would I clone myself? No. Why bother? Like, why bother cloning myself? Harry Potter is just a ripoff of Star Wars with wands instead of lightsabers? Well, no. I mean, Harry Potter absolutely rips shit off because it's hard not to. Frankly, it's hard to do a story these days that isn't ripping off something. Hagrid was based off of Princess Leia. But Star Wars wasn't set in a boarding school. How could it be a ripoff of Star Wars when it's not set in a boarding school? Like, relax while the other me does everything. But, like, the other me isn't going to want to do anything. The other me is me. It's not going. He's not going to want to do shit either. Like, we're going to have to spend twice as much on food, right? I run into the wall like Harry Potter. No. Because as I said, fuck Harry Potter. Even the books, especially the books. Yeah. I was never interested in Harry Potter, and nothing I have read about Harry Potter makes me want to reconsider it. Crowd walk down my stairs like the Exorcist girl. I don't think I can. White House man. This house. This house that I'm renting a room from somebody. For a series of unfortunate events. And I mean, that does seem like a much better book series. And a much smarter. Like, that one seems like a much smarter series with, like, way better uh, commentary on society. Which Hogwarts house? Fuck Hogwarts. So I'm Canadian. Does like is there even like a wizard school in Canada in the Harry Potter world? Because like I know that she did sort of do like some shitty ass expanded universe shit where she was like the entirety of Asia, like a billion fucking people across Asia covered by one school. It was just like one of those things where it's like I remember people sort of mocking the sort of the schools that are in other countries because like, well, that's just stupid. Because like, well, that's a shitty, lazy half-assed development. 3-day weekend this week. Nice. What should you do? Jerk off. Like an Narnia? The only Narnia book I've ever read was Lion, Witch, and the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I do actually have the complete Narnia series. I think Chantel got it for me one year for like a birthday or Christmas gift. Christmas gift, I think, one year. I was like, oh, nice. And I actually planned on reading them, and I just never. I reread The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and just never bothered reading the rest of them. I've probably got them in a box somewhere. Like I've got them probably in one of my boxes, I'd imagine. I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't get around to it. I mean, I liked the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's a fun book. Anywho, it's been over 2 hours. It's been 2 hours, so I'm gonna end the stream here for tonight. Be back tomorrow for more of Chronotopia. Play more Chronotopia tomorrow. My weave is getting long. Yeah, I should get a haircut. McDonald's stream? No. I might try to do a Philo stream this week. What is that? It's a local restaurant. It's a local Mediterranean restaurant, Greek restaurant. Might order something from there sometime this week. Show it off. Just show it off on stream. We'll see. But for now, thanks for watching. And good night, everybody.